Buderim 9 was created by three fellows who wanted to have a ride around Buderim over Christmas. So they decided that they'd pick some hills around Buderim, do it, but there was no time limit. They did the hills and it just kept growing and growing. So they got to 30 riders, and so they came to us and asked us to run an event.
Hours to get up 9 of the toughest hills of Buderim Mountain as you can. So it's really just a case of do the best that you can. Plenty of people get up 9, but most people don't.
It's heaps of fun. You get up hills and heaps of down hills, but it's not too hard, as in it's not like 160 k's and you just have to spend all day doing it, and it's just a bit of a... But yeah, so it's like sharp, punchy, and it's all over by 8 o'clock. It's fantastic, yeah.
The first year it grew from 147 riders and to now having 237 riders today. Absolutely fantastic.
The event raises funds that goes towards the purchase of vital equipment for children with cerebral palsy on the Sunshine Coast. So that equipment can be for mobility equipment, it can be for communication equipment, it can be for activities of daily living.
I think it was really nice how the volunteers reminded us that it is for a good cause. It's not just a bunch of cyclists running up and down hills, and yeah, it's really good, and it's nice to see the kids out here as well that we're fundraising for, so that's good.
I've organised lots of sporting events, and I know when people don't complain to you, it was a fantastic event. Just the spirit of the people that ride it and the volunteers, nothing's a trouble for anybody. Yeah, there was no fights, no arguments or anything like that. Everybody's out here for a purpose, and it's a great event to work on. Yeah.
Each hill has its own separate sponsor. So Argon Law sponsored the entire event, and we also sponsor one of the hills. We sponsored the last hill, but each of the other hills has a separate sponsor. So a separate local business will sponsor each hill, and they man the hill. They hand out the drink bottles, and they're just there to cheer people on and to just make sure that everything is working fine.
The motto being "I got over it" is to do with the hills, and these kids have got only one hill which is their whole life to get over. We've got 9 hills here in the Buderim 9, so that's how we came up with the motto of Buderim 9, I got over it.
By having access to funds raised through Buderim 9, it means that the children can get that equipment very quickly, so there's not that frustration of waiting while they fundraise for it. It means that the financial burden on families is reduced, and it also means that the therapists that are supporting the children from the CPL Sunshine Coast team can do more direct therapy rather than writing supporting letters trying to raise funds. So it makes an incredible difference to their lives.
237 is the final number, which is about 50 more than last year. So it's a record number, and it's growing strong. So yeah, the sky's the limit really for the event. It's we're starting to get to a size where we have to really start to think about changing the way we organise it. But hey, if it grows, then we'll grow with it, and it'll be fabulous.
Just to see some of the people's faces, the comments, and just to see the kids participating in the same thing that we do every day, it's just fantastic. Everybody was equal.